Tonight, only on 10, more on the Norfolk woman accused of terrorizing her neighbors. Last night, we first told you about the problem.
People living near her says she's constantly harassing them. Some of their encounters were caught on camera. And in tonight's follow-up, Michelle Wolf got her side of the story.
Last night, we told you about the people in Oakdale Farms who say one woman is terrorizing them. Today, she decided to tell her side of the story.
I don't have any weapons. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just don't want them to hurt me.
We spoke with 58-year-old Susan Neal Matousek over the phone. Matousek tells us she suffers from a brain tumor and mental illness.
I don't think I belong in jail. I just think they do if they continue this. I want them to leave me alone. I think they formed a hate group. I've had my tires slashed 3 times, mail stolen, umbrellas thrown into the fence.
Matousek tells us she just wants her neighbors to leave her alone and that they've been driving her crazy. She says she feels unsafe in her own home.
She's mentally ill. She's been trying to live on her own for the last 3 years.
Matousek's ex-husband, Phil Matousek, who co-owns her home, helps where he can. He tells 10 on Your Side his ex-wife was an accomplished athlete and educator in her youth before she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
She's very, very paranoid, and that's part of her illness. So she believes that everybody's out to get her. 90% of the criminal activity that she's had is because of her illness. And it's really, really tough because there are no mental health services out there that will help her.
He says Matousek has had several run-ins with police who make her anxious.
Healthcare has failed, and then the police department has failed because they don't know how to handle. They're not trained to handle this.
Matousek takes daily medication, but her ex-husband says it doesn't always work and the medication is expensive.
It's the hardest battle in the world when you have no credibility. No one believes you.
And I think that's why we need mental health court, so that we can make sure that a person is either getting the medicine, is the medicine right.
He wants the people in Oakdale Farms to let Matousek live her life and to avoid her.
It's been going on for so long. I'm just so tired of it.
Matousek told me the death of her parents really affected her, and she's been reading books on how to handle grief and anger management. A Norfolk police spokesperson told me today that Matousek has a warrant out for her arrest for assault and battery. Michelle Wolf, 10 on Your Side.